Audio.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I'll be explaining you the common CSS pseudo elements in a creative way. So this you can simply create with the help of our first pseudo element, that is simply before, and you can also add content after any element with the help of simply after pseudo element. Then this thing. So this is the paragraph with the help of our pseudo element, that is simply the first line. We simply style the first line. Then you can also style the first letter of any paragraph. And you can also style the placeholder with the help of simply your placeholder pseudo element. And I hope you noticed one thing. When I'm selecting any of the text, see, it's getting highlighted, right, with yellow color. This thing also you can achieve with the help of simply selection pseudo selector. So let's understand these things with examples of each. So first, let's say we simply have a h2. Let's give it a class as simply. Let's say we simply have product page. So simply class product. Then let's say we simply have wireless headphones. Then simply with this class name, let's add our first pseudo element, that is simply before. Then whatever we want to add, simply we need to add in this property, that is content. And whatever value you want to add, simply let's say you have a sale. So simply, and let's say you want to add some emojis. So for that, simply press, if you have Windows, simply press Windows plus right angle bracket. And this emoji will pop up and simply select whatever you want. So let's say I go with this fire, and whatever other styling you want, you can have. Let's say color red, or let's say font weight to bold. So see, we added this before our main content, right? Then let's say we simply have, let's assume we have a course page. So let's say instead of this wireless headphones, we simply have something like this, like how to learn JavaScript, and then the class name and our second pseudo element, that is after. Now this time the content will get added after this thing, how to learn JavaScript. So let's set this time the content instead of this, again Windows plus right angle bracket, and this time this thing, and simply something like this, like copy link. Instead of red, let's go with royal blue. See, now let's say instead of this some kind of story, and let's have a paragraph instead of this h2. Then again the class name, and let's say this time we want to style the first line. So simply this pseudo element, that is first line, and let's say we simply want to have some change in color, right? Let's say this value. See, we only styled the first line with this, or let's say instead of this you want to style only this first letter. So simply instead of first line, this first letter, and then again let's say royal blue only, and let's say we want to have some styling like float left, and let's say the font size also would be increased a bit, and again font weight to bold. So now instead of this first line, this first letter will get styled. See, now it's too large, right? See, now it's okay. Or let's say we simply have one input field, and let's say we have some placeholder, let's say kind of search music or artist, right? And let's say we want to style this placeholder. So what we can do, simply we can have input, then our placeholder. So this is our pseudo element. So let's say simply color, then let's say font style to italic. Now see, or you can also have the opacity to 0.8. So with this, you can style the placeholders. Then let's say you simply have a paragraph. Let's say with the class as, let's say select, and you have some paragraph. Let's go with dummy text. And to add dummy text, simply lorem and simply the number of words, let's say 40. Press enter. So with this selection pseudo class, what you need to do, simply have the class that is select, then simply selection, and we want to have a highlighter type, right? So simply go with yellow marker, let's say with this color code. And while selecting, the color will also be black, although it is originally black as well. See, if we change this, let's say to red, then while selecting, the color will get changed to this value. See, a kind of highlighting the text while reading. So yes, these were the most commonly used pseudo elements in CSS. Hope you understood about this in a much better way. So see you all in the next one. Till then, take care.